And we're live. What's up? Sorry for the false flag. Sometimes when I press start, the video doesn't show. It's a YouTube problem. Not really worried about it. Anyways, how you guys doing? Hello, John. We got Leandra here. We got Momo. We got Troy. What's going on, guys? What else we got? Let me know in the comment section what you guys are up to, and if you guys have any questions on today's lesson plan as well. All right, today, what we have, let me click on it real quick. We got I'm going to go over our drills like we do every single day, but I wanted to ask you guys, first of all, who has looked at our page that I created, the history of hoops? If you've even glanced at it, you're probably a hooper, okay? So if you've gone to the other page and glanced at it, you're a hooper. What's up, Armand? How you doing, man? All right, so it's the history of hoops, and it's on our website, Limitless Hoops, or on our website, 50 All-Stars under the curriculum section. You want to click on challenges, all right? And then you click on history of hoops. So again, it's under challenges or on limitlesshoops.com and click on the history of hoops. And it's again, it's a page that I created. It looks like this right here. All right, let's see it. All right, so we have all these things, all these videos to look at. And if you click on any one, it brings it up. All right, click on any one of the videos, it brings up the video link for it as well. And you can scroll all the way through it. It tells little bits of the story right there. All right. And again, I created this because it's something that you guys are missing. All right. You will watch it tonight, Leandra. All right. And as I plug this back in, sorry about that. And I was speaking to Zach about it yesterday, and he brought up a very, very good thing. Not a good thing, but honest thing. I said, Zach, look at this page. Tell me what you think about it. And he's like, not that interested. And I said, could you imagine what an NBA player who's currently playing in the NBA, or even a D1 player who's currently playing in D1, what they would have said when they were a ninth grader, seeing this page? He goes, they would probably love it. And there's some people that love basketball and some people that can think less of it. And for those people that study the game and they watch the game, they watch all the players, they watch the moves, they learn from the best, they're going to be better than everyone else. And so if you're not watching the best, you're not entertained by the best, you're just not going to be as good. It's how it is. Okay. So usually you're just screwed. Usually, if you're not those people who, like, when they were 3 years old, their dad or mom wasn't totally into basketball, you just miss out. Or if you're not one of those people who are like way tall when they're younger and like you just happen to be the best, coordinated, you just miss out, right? And if your family isn't watching basketball and loving it, and you didn't grow up loving it because they watched, I don't know, like horror movies, and you're really into horror movies, then you just missed out. Well, with this, I'm solving the problem. All right. I'm making the page for you. I'm putting it out there saying, oh, yeah, if this is the reason that you missed out, it's right here. And I know it's going to be hard for some of you guys to go through that stuff and make yourself love it. But just know that the real basketball player would eat that page up. Their parents would be screaming at them every night. Turn that thing off. You can't just sit there and watch basketball all day long. All right. And that's what great players do. They'll also be outside playing for 8 hours. Their parents will say, get inside now. I can't be doing this all day like that. Those are what the great basketball players come from. So, but if your parents are screaming the opposite and you have them going, hey, get outside and play some basketball. Come on, one day. Come on. I'm taking you to practice. Come on, come on. And they're like begging you. You're not a player. And if I'm sitting here saying, watch these things, and you're continuously going, no, 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 I'll watch it later, then you're not the basketball player. But again, I'm giving you a chance. So here's your chance. You watch the junior one and the McGee one under Insanity. The junior one, what is the junior one? It's under Insanity. Oh, the J.R. Smith one. Yes. All right. Sure that you've seen that J.R. Smith one though before. All right. It's a pretty good one. It's pretty funny. All right. With the JaVale McGee one, that's hilarious. That dude is a goofball and a half. I was going to go through and tell you my favorite ones from each, but Let's start off with the drills first, okay? So today's quote of the day is today's Friday. It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wait, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 6 days. So we are on a 6 word quote for the day, and it is leave your comfort zone at home. Leave your comfort zone at home. What that means is our comfort zone is what comes natural to us. What's up, Cameron? Our comfort zone is what comes natural to us, like you know, what makes us feel happy, basically. It's like allow me to, what's up, Ian? Like allow me to just go out there and I'm going to shoot as many shots as I want to. I want to work out on the days that I want to work out. I want to sweat as much as I want to sweat. I want to do the workouts when I want. I want to do the workouts with whom I want. I want to go at my pace. That is your comfort zone. And it's saying leave your comfort zone at home. Because when you're at home, that's when you're supposed to be comfortable. Sit back, watch TV, eat a whole bunch of chips, right? But when you're trying to become a better basketball player, your comfort zone does not help you in this situation. Your comfort zone might help you mentally with some other stuff, but your comfort zone does not help you with basketball. It doesn't help you improve at basketball. So you need to be as uncomfortable as possible. So, I mean, like, yeah, if you love it and stuff like that, and you're like, yeah, I love playing 2 hours a day, like easy, I can do that. That's one thing. But even that person needs to step it up a notch. You need to go past your comfort zone and get into the level of discomfort. All right. So leave your comfort zone at home, and you will reap the benefits of becoming a better basketball player. All right. Let's go with my favorite hoop from the hoops history. My favorite highlight of the 10. Okay, we have Dr. J, Michael Jordan switching hands, Iverson crossing up, Bird, Blake Griffin, Gerald Wallace, Vince Carter, Iverson, Kemp, and Shaq. My favorite one by far is Vince Carter's dunk contest. Listen, I missed that dunk contest. It happened in I think like 2000. I missed it. I did not see that dunk contest. It was so stupid because I got asked to a dance. It was like the Sadie Hawkins dance. That's when the girls asked the guys. And some girl from this faraway school just asked me, and I wasn't gonna say no because I was like, whatever, yeah, I'll do it because I'm not gonna say no to someone and then they'll feel all sad, right? So I went, and as I'm at this dance, my friend calls me up on my cell phone because I had a cell phone back then, even though everyone didn't have cell phones back then. That was cool. And I answered it, and I was like, yo, what's up? And he goes, are you watching the dunk contest? And I was like, nah. Who's winning? And he's like, Vince Carter. Oh my God. I was like, wow, what did he do? He goes, oh, he went off the balance between his legs. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty crazy. What else did he do? And then he goes, oh, he did a 360 between his legs. I was like, what? I was like, okay, what else? He goes, he put his arm inside. I was like, oh, click. And I hung up on him. And I said he was lying. And then I got home later that night and I watched the replay. He was not lying. I hung up on my friend's face because I was like, that is not possible what you're saying. He's obviously just lying because I didn't watch it. And he was trying to make me feel bad. It was the greatest dunk contest of all time. So if you want to watch that one, it's in the highlights section. Anyways, back to the drills. We're on elementary school drills. We have the pick and roll, retreat to pass. That's when you come off the pick and roll. They try to double team you. You get back. And then it's a smaller person. So you're a tall point guard or they're a small person trying to trap you, and you can pass over them. If you pass over them, there's two people on you, one person with yourself. So if you can pass out of that, you have four people versus their three. And that's a fast break. That's an easy bucket if you can pass out of that. But you have to be good enough to pass out of it. So we like to work on it. And the hardest parts are, one, coming off the screen so you can lure them in. You have to go into them for a second. And then getting back as fast as you can with that retreat dribble with your eyes staying forward. And dribbling the ball low and away from the defense. You have to get back fast because they're going to be running forward. So that's a really impossible play. But if you can get better at it to make it work, and pass that out, then you are an elite level point guard. All right. And so you can't just practice that in games. You have to practice it in practice. I mean, like you have to get there, sit down, and then do your lane slides as fast as you can. Out of basketball and do the lane slides as fast as you can. Do the lane slide as fast as you can, then jump up and make a pass off a wall or something like that, and then repeat that. You have to get as many reps as you can trying to retreat and pass out of it to become good at it during games. You can't just do it in games. Then the other ones that we have are jump stop to corner option, jab to 3-option jumper, shots to box outs, Lana's moves, one-on-one post. For jump stop to corner option, it's when you drive, boom, you land and you make the pass. Or if you lower the ball, then the corner guy sprints back door. For the jab to 3-option jumper, it's a jab, then you read their legs. If they put their hands down, you shoot it. Or you can jab again. You don't pull the jab foot back, and you can and if they don't move, then you go. Or you can jab, and if they do move, you go the opposite way with the crossover step. What's up, Blake Bastani? All right, so it's jab to 3-option jumper. Next one is shots to box out. That's when we shoot the ball, and then you practice hitting them, then going to get the rebound. Then the shooter becomes the next boxer out and rebounder, and then you keep going like that. And you're just training yourself to be in help side, see a shot go up, go away from the shot. Again, when the ball goes up and toward the rim, you go down and away. You hit them, and then you go attack and go with the ball. So you're training yourself to go through that. Again, a lot of this stuff is just repetition. And then there's Lana's moves. Lana's moves, if you want to hear this one, is actually a trick that I did for Lana. She's a very comfortable player. Again, we talked about leaving your comfort zone, and she wasn't very confident. So since she was so scatterbrained in her mind, she's always thinking of like a million different things. I gave her Lana's moves. I said, practice these 4 moves, and you will dominate anyone. And we only let her think about that because she's kind of a simple-minded person. I hate to say that, but she knows she is. And I want her to become really good at these moves, and she really did. And once she started managing these moves, no matter who was in front of her during the game, she didn't care about that person anymore. She wasn't scared of that person. She was only thinking about her move. And she did her moves, and it's when you step back, inch back, and then shoot your shot, or you can pro hop in, or step in, spin back, or step in, spin back, pump fake, step through. And it's Lana's moves because we helped Lana become a very good post player because of these moves. And if you have a circular pattern of moves that can feed off each other, you have a better chance to score. And the last one is one-on-one post, where you're back to the basket. Normally we do one-on-one from outside the 3-point line, but this one is allowing us to do one-on-one from the post. And you get 1 or 2 dribbles max, depending on how old you are. And then you attack the basket, and you go until the defense gets the rebound or there's a bucket. All right, anyways, next one. For the hoops moments. For the moments, that was the highlights category last time. For the moments, out of these 10, there's Kobe, Willis Reed, God disguised as Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller's comeback, T-Max 13 and 35 seconds, Linsanity, Warriors go 79-3, 73-9, Magic's Michael Jordan's flu game, LeBron's from high school, Celtics dynasty. My favorite one of this is Linsanity. I like Linsanity because I'm friends with Jeremy Lin. We met in the Pro-Am. We started talking a little bit. We've been to a few open gyms together, things like that. But his most infamous moment is not this. His most infamous moment is, I hate to say it, but it says on YouTube, he dunked on John Sanders. Listen, I wasn't really playing. I was kind of playing, and I was in help side. He did not dunk on me. He dunked, and I was like near the play. Okay, but like when I moved to Taiwan, everyone knew me as the guy that got dunked on by Jeremy Lin, and he was like famous. I was like, God, no, that's not what happened. Look at the video. But I had to like live it down. I can't wait to see him again because I'm going to dunk on him so badly the next time that I see Jeremy Lin. I cannot wait. But anyways, for Linsanity, it's the most magical story ever. I was actually watching the game. He's playing with the New York Knicks, and he never got playing time. But he came in this game because everybody was hurt. And I was like, oh, Jeremy's in the game. And then he scored a couple of baskets. I was like, okay. Then the next half, he started. I was like, oh, they're going to start him in the second half. This is crazy. Then he played okay. But then the next game, they started him in the lineup, and he went off. He scored like 30 points, something like that. And then the next game, scored like 40 points. I'm like, what? And the next game, he scored again. And then the awesome part is they were about to play against Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. And they asked Kobe, what are you going to do to stop Jeremy Lin? And Kobe said, who? And he goes, yeah, what is he doing? And he goes, and then they say, well, are you going to be able to contain him? And he goes, whoa, calm down. He goes, if you think I can't hang with Jeremy Lin, it's kind of silly. Then Jeremy Lin diced the Lakers after that with Kobe out there. And like Kobe was like down by 10. He's like, what in the heck's happening? Kobe was going crazy after that, splitting double teams, throwing off the backboard to himself with throw passes. Like he was trying to catch up so badly. And he wound up getting beat by Jeremy Lin. But it lasted for about 3 weeks where Jeremy Lin was the number one topic in the entire world. He came from nowhere to bigger than Michael Jordan in the span of 2 weeks. They was talking about him on TV shows. It was like nuts. They had his own T-shirts everywhere. And he finished off the season, like people were still talking about him, but it kind of died down. But it was the most insane time for just a random player in the history of the planet. And I know, there you go. Just watch the clip. He didn't really dunk on you. Thank you, Cameron. Wait, is this still on YouTube? I think there's like copies now. Seriously, it's ridiculous. All right, he did not dunk on me. All right. Anyways, next one. We got for middle school, we got bank shots, which is obviously just shooting bank shots. Make sure that the ball is going down its arc before it hits the backboard. 0, 1, 2, 4, touch middle. That's when you touch the middle, shoot a shot from the elbow. If you make it, it's 2 points. If you miss it, it's 1 point. Or you can gamble and you shoot a 3-pointer where you get 4 points. Or if you miss a 3-pointer, you get 0 points. And it's first to 50. Keep touching. It's a good gambling game. Pick and roll, split to drive. That's when we go through. And they over force us to the screen. And there's a little sliver of room in there. You don't want to always shoot that sliver of room in between the pick and roll, but you can if it's open enough. But how you get through there is you take the ball and your knee, they match up, and you go through and follow each other and then bounce the ball. Then as the ball's coming up, with this hand and this leg, you leave the ground and then you push up off that and catch it with one hand and take your last 2 steps through that little sliver. It's a nice Kyrie Irving move. And again, you can watch the video online. Heads tails is when you're at half court and someone calls it heads and tails, or heads or tails. You either run this way with him chasing you or you run this way with him chasing you, depending on heads or tails. And this drill is about reaction timing, things like that. Chair dips, get 2 chairs, push up like this while your legs are straight on the ground, and it's super hard, but you can like bend your legs if you need to keep doing it. Do about 3 sets of 10. And then the one that I'll talk about, knee jumps. I know I spoke about this last time, but knee jumps are the best way to dunk, and dunk is a huge way to help you out of basketball, improving your vert. But it's all about quick twitch muscle fibers, and if you can jump from your knees straight up and land, then you're good. I showed you last time, me and Ian, the difference between us. And it's all about getting off your legs at the same time and jumping. So move your legs. Next one. Those were the middle school drills. The next one for the history of hoops, the games. Again, I'm just listing my favorites off this page. And again, if you aren't into this stuff, I can't stress it enough. It's going to be a hard road for you. And I just worked out a kindergarten kid about an hour ago, and his mom said, "So how is he?" Well, I was like, "Well, first of all, his dad's 6'8", so he has a chance. Secondly, he's a good shooter, but all he likes to do is shoot, and all he likes to do is win. He hates when he loses. He doesn't like things that are uncomfortable. But the biggest negative about him is, or positive, I don't even know. I was like, does he watch basketball? Is he interested in watching videos? They go, yeah, he's always asking, but we don't show him that much. I was like, you messed up. Show him as much as you can. Because if this kid loves basketball, it's game over. His dad's, 6'8"? I was like, yeah, he's going to win. Okay, because if he loves it, he's going to have this passion for it. He'll want to be out there for 8 hours a day. All right, so again, this stuff creates that passion. All right, my favorite game of these games, we got the Michael Jordan final shot game, the Miami Heat game, LeBron's block game, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas's game. Who's this one? Allen Iverson's game, Kawhi's game, Kobe's last game, Dominique and Larry Bird, Magic's baby hook. All right. I do love Magic Johnson's baby hook where he won the game and he went like this, down the middle, hook shot of 12. Good. I used to practice it all the time. And if you look at it, he had Kareem wide open underneath the basket, the all-time leading score in one of the all-time leading passes of all time, and he didn't pass to him. It was crazy, but he made the hook shot. It was awesome. But beyond that game, I liked the first one. Or no, not the first one, sorry. The fourth one. The 1980s final game with Magic Johnson as a rookie. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the greatest player on the team, and he's just like legend, but he gets hurt game 5. So he decides to sit out game 6. And the Lakers are up 3-2. If they win this next game, they win the championship. But if they lose it, they go back to LA, where Cap is his name. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was the captain, so they called him Cap. He said, "I'll be there for game 7." So it's 3-2. They go over to Philadelphia, and then Magic Johnson says he sat down in Cap's seat on the airplane. No one does that. He sat down in the captain's seat as a rookie. And he looked at them and said, "No need to fear. Number 32 is here." That was his basketball number, obviously. Then he went in that game. And normally he's a point guard, 6'9" point guard. He played center that game because Kareem's out. Then he played power forward, small forward. He played point guard. He played every position during the game, scored 42 points, had 18 rebounds, like 7 assists, killed them. And they won the championship there. There was no need to go back. So Kareem wasn't a part of the celebration. He thought they were going to lose that game without him. They didn't need him because they had this rookie. So that's one of my favorite stories of all time because it was so bold of him to be like, "No need to fear. Number 32 is here." Grizzlies are destroying them. Well, I was watching the Thunder game. The Grizzlies finally won a game. They just lost 5 in a row, man. That's crazy. Anyways, all right. Next one. Where are we for the itinerary? High school. We have number scissor shots. Talked about that one last time. Pick and roll slips. That's a good one off the pick and roll where they show too early. The screener slips early, and then you make that pass. That's a hard pass. We need to practice that a lot. 2-ball dribbling. Again, all our 2-ball dribble stuff. You should be doing that every single day. That's the one thing I'll have you do every single day besides shoot shots. That 2-ball dribbling thing for at least 2 minutes. I know I keep saying that, but do it, please, somebody. All right. Under the chair dribbles, that's keeping the ball low and making your arm stronger so that you can make that dribble right there as strong as you can without having to move your arm like this. And you get right low to the ground. So if anyone does reach for it, you zoom by them. But usually people will just watch it and they won't bother you anymore. So if you can dribble without people going crazy, going for the ball, now you can call plays. Now you can look up. Now you can do other things. So keep the ball low. And the under the chair dribble is the best way to do that. I do it for more than that a day. Same with Armand Gavin. Nice. Good. As you should. All right. Next one is curl jumper series. It's where you come off the curl, shoot your shot. Next one is pump fake, one bounce dribble. Next one's pump fake, step back dribble. All right. And for the curl jumpers, it just teaches your body how to shoot those shots quickly and to make them more rote so that you can do them every single day. All right. So you can do them whenever called upon during the games naturally. All right. The last one is one-on-one high post flash. That's when you start from the block, spin the ball out to the high post. You have a defender follow you. You catch it with your back turned to the rim, and it's playing one-on-one off of that position. So now we have 3 different types of one-on-one games. We have one-on-one from the top. Actually, we have 4 different types. Sorry. One-on-one from the top, where it's just cutthroat, throw it out to them, close out, and then you can play like that. You simulate games. One is from the post, one-on-one in the post, so you can simulate a game. Another one is fast break. So you go one-on-one full court and you have 5 seconds to score. So you can simulate a game. But this one is a simulation that we don't really get to play with, not even in games, but at some point you will. It's with your back to the basket, mid-post area. And I would call this the Carmelo Anthony spot. You're mid-post and you have to do something with it. Or another person to do it greatly was Michael Jordan. When he got in his later years, his back was to the basket, about 15 feet away from the basket, and he dominated that spot. And you're in a spot where no one can double team you. You're in a spot where you can drive or shoot outside shots. So it's a really hard spot to guard people. All right. So that's one-on-one high post splash. Let me get to the rest. Let's go with the rest. All right. So I said the highlights, the moments, the games. Those are my favorites. And then now my favorite character for these guys. I have the Worm, Larry Legend. I put all their nicknames, and these are people who are like the greatest personalities in the league ever. Also mixed with like legendary stuff that they did. White Chocolate is up there. Dr. J, Pistol Pete, Grandmama, Penny and Little Penny, or Lil Penny, Shaq, Magic, The Answer. Now, obviously, Magic is my favorite. I was a tall point guard from LA. He had to be my favorite. But my favorite character, the Worm. Dennis Rodman by far is my favorite character. I know a lot of people would say Allen Iverson in that moment, but nah, Dennis Rodman to me was everything because I mean, he was a rebel, and I think I'm pretty rebellious, but now I'm not like him. I'm not gonna go out and like do all the crazy things he did. But what I liked about him was he ditched all that once he hit the court, and he became the most serious person. But he used his antics to make the other team upset. So he was smarter than they were. And then on top of all that, he hustled more than anyone. And there's a picture that I sent to everyone that I have cell phones for. They're in our little like chat of Rodman diving for a loose ball, and he's in a full Superman dive. Now, he didn't actually get that ball, but for you to give up your body like that, to fully dive and commit to something like that, I mean, everyone has your back. You can do whatever you want then. If you have that much hustle, that much heart, that much spirit, no one's ever going to fault you. No one's ever going to fault you. You get to do whatever you want. I mean, so that's why I love Dennis Rodman so much because he was smart and he tried the hardest. And when you're a rebounder, you don't really have bad days. Your only bad days is when you don't bring it up here and don't bring it in your heart. So that's why I liked him a lot. Next one is insanity. My favorite insane moments. Out of all these, we got Muggsy Bogues, Magic Johnson, HIV diagnosis was crazy. Kobe's death, Sprewell choking out his coach, which happened at St. Mary's College, by the way. Sprewell choked his coach at St. Mary's College in the small gym. That's where the Warriors used to practice. JaVale McGee acting a fool. J.R. Smith, the Bad Boys, LeBron decision. Rodman kicking at a cameraman. That wasn't good. But my favorite one is the Malice at the Palace. For that one, I remember it too. I was in New York. My mom called me. She goes, "Did you see the fight?" I was like, "What? The boxing match? Who was fighting?" She goes, "No, the NBA." I was like, "Oh, someone's fighting in the NBA. Who fought in the NBA?" And she goes, "Everybody." I was like, "What?" And I looked at the tape. Man, people were in the stands. Like, it was crazy. The audience members were on the court swinging punches. It was insane. And I've never heard of anything like that. We had to play a game right after that, and we were so scared of the fans coming down on us. It was so scary. Like, as a player in college, I don't know why we were scared too. We were just scared from that point on. And yeah, watching that film, I don't know. You might have to ask your parents if you're allowed to watch that film. All right. Then my favorite non-NBA moment: Chris Webber's timeout, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird rivalry, Leitner's shot. The Harlem Globetrotters is fun. The Dream Team, Vince over Weiss, Hank Gather's story, Jordan's clutch jumper, the Fab Five, UCLA's dynasty. My favorite out of those, I'll go with Leitner's shot, because again, that was my first game ever watching. My first 30 seconds of turning on the TV, we turned it on, and Grant Hill was throwing a pass. And we saw that shot, and we were like, that was the most amazing game ever. Is every game like this? And we assumed every basketball game was that exciting. And that probably spurred me on more than anything in life. I also included some moments at the bottom that because we couldn't include everything, and every one of them is a link. So this whole sentence of Derek Fisher's last second shot, Chocolate Thunder, all this stuff, Skip to My Lou, all those are links. You can look at N1 mixtapes were huge for a while. They're all there. Let me know what you guys like, especially if you have never heard the story before. Okay. Again, let me know in the comment section any day that you want or whatever. And then let's finish with the quote, with the story of the day. Story of the day is: to uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits, and then you have to have the courage to blow back past them. All right. So finding out what your limits are is to be honest with yourself. It's to say, you know what? I'm only a high school player. And you have to be honest with yourself. If you're like, no, I'm an NBA player doing just what I am, then you haven't done anything. You have to be honest with yourself and then go from there. So Blake asked me yesterday what he needed, and I said he needs 15 minutes of jump roping every single day for 3 years. And that's sad to say because he's very, very slow. But then I also said he needs to also get stronger. So I said 50 push-ups every single day for his entire life if he wants to make it. So honest with yourself and then see if you can do it. So to uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits. And then you have to have the courage to blow past them. So good luck, you guys. I'll see you in 30 minutes for the isolation workout. Great job. Again, let me know what you're doing and then post your stuff in the homework section for the videos. If you're doing anything at all, I want to know what it is. I'll give you guys homework credit, everything like that. But I want to create something amazing. I want to help you guys create something amazing. So let's do this thing together. All right. Peace. I should wait to say peace until I actually end it. Peace.